Hello, and welcome to the Fat Squirrel Speaks. Today is January 28th, and this is episode 49. Is it really 49? Oh my gosh, it's almost my anniversary, people. I didn't realize it wasn't. Is it already this happening so soon? Did I do 2 episodes in 1 week once? What's going on? Oh, and then I had like another month. Ah! Okay, sorry. Freak out. I'm your hostess, Amy Beth, also known as the Fat Squirrel on Ravelry and Plurk, or the Fat Squirrel on Twitter. That's the Fat SQRRL, in case you're not sure what that phonetic explosion meant. So I tell you, I got a new haircut. What's up? I'm not sure about it yet. It's a lot of this. This is a little short. And I don't mean like it's short. Like I've had my hair super short. I don't mean like it's short in terms of like a length, but it's short in terms of like something that's supposed to lay and then not constantly be. Because you know I fuss with my hair too much as it is. And now I have extra fussing that has to be done because nothing can happen with this. Anyway. So that was pretty much all of the shenanigans of the week. Plus it's like super staticky because I live in the desert of my house or whatever. But anyway, that was my shenanigans. I went to the beauty parlor. It's full on a beauty parlor, yo. It's not a salon. It is not some other fancy word for beauty parlor. It's a beauty parlor. Okay. The only other ladies getting their haircut were above the age of 65, I would say. It was me and the ladies getting a set. You know what I mean? The curlers and the hood and the whatnots. It was awesome. It always is. That's why I go there. They have the mirrors that end at your like a normal mirror length, not the full length mirror. And there's like no pressure. They're never like, oh my gosh, your hair is a hot mess because it's 2 different colors and we really need you to spend $150 to get that fixed. They're like, my little stylist, her name is Tanya. She's like, well, I mean, I could just put some stripper on it and then like it might come out. She's like, I've never done anything with henna. I don't know. I'm like, why don't you pick up some of that like 8 inches of hair you just cut off my head and try it before I spend above $1 million, which I'm not going to spend. I mean, I thought maybe, and then she was like, oh yeah, it's like $100 and something. I was like, oh, I'll just wait for it to grow out. I have so many hats. Yes. Right. So yeah, that was my shenanigan. Okay, that was it. There were other shenanigans of uninterest to you, I'm sure. I mean, you might find them interesting, but the show would be 8 hours long. And I have so much to talk about this because it's out of control. I'm not even kidding. Let's start with something. Oh, let's start with the big thing, okay? I don't know if you remember a couple weeks ago, I might have mentioned that I had some secret knitting. The secret knitting is done. Hi. How are you? That's right. It's my own pattern, people. This is a Seedling Dreams hat. I think it's just called Seedling Dreams. Now that I put the word hat on the end, it's just Seedling Dreams if you're looking for it. Okay, I'll put a link. It was kindly tested by my testers. I want to thank them very much. Hannah. Love your face. Annetta. Love your face. Julie. I'm such a terrible person. I can remember her Ravelry name, but her real name. Julie. Courtney. I love all of your faces. Thank you so very much. They tested. They made hats. And they helped me with some horrors. Okay. But so now it can go out to you. Hopefully sans errors. Is it cute? Do you totally like it? I totally like it. Mine is made of Peace Fleece worsted, which is technically an Aran on Ravelry, but Aran worsted, it's a hat, you know. So this is the Father's Gray is the gray, and Wild Mustard is the yellow. If you would like to knit it, you can do so. I'll give you a coupon code in just a second. But you can knit with worsted or with Aran. What else should I tell you? I knit mine on US 5s, but I'm a loose knitter. So that's what I'm telling you. There's gauge available. Okay. You might want to have some experience doing a corrugated ribbing or some sort of stranding technique, but the body of the hat only has 25% stranded, so only one of every 4 rows has any sort of stranding involved. So it's not a terrible idea if you've never done it before. Just be prepared that you're going to have to look up how to do a corrugated ribbing, or ask me. That would also work. I thought about doing a tutorial, but I don't know how to do the video tutorial without giving the entire pattern away. You know what I mean? So you can just ask me. What else should I tell you? I'm so excited. I feel like I should tell you something else, but I don't know what it is. It's $4, but you can use the coupon code The Fat Squirrel Speaks. All normal spelling, all real words. The Fat Squirrel Speaks. And it's a coupon code for $1 off. And that's good through February 11th. So 2 weeks from the day I'm recording this. Midnight Eastern time. What else should I tell you? I think that's all I need to tell you. But do you like it? There's a hair on it. It's not a hair. It's a string. I think it just fell off. It didn't. If you were curious, so it's actually a slouchy hat. So it's it's a deeper hat, but you can, of course, you can make a beanie style too. And if you want to make a beanie, this is a beanie. This is made with Patton's classic wool. I have no idea what the colorways are. Sorry. I'll put that in a project page eventually, in a hot minute. Before you get this, I'll do it. So there. It also looks super cute in a variegated. I had no idea. It looks super cute. Also, if you're like, I like that, but I don't think I want to actually try to do 2 colors, you can totally do it in a variegated yarn. It would just be less pop, 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 pop. I still have my best. So anyway, that is available on Ravelry as a download. That's what speaks. Or you just wear it like that if you're super cool. And you can rock that way. Or if you're going down a dark street and you're afraid. This says, do not rob me. I'm crazy and carry no money. That's all I'm saying. I'm here for your protection, people. So yay! What else should I tell you? I think that is all about that, but I'm excited, so I feel like I should talk about it more, but you probably don't talk about it anymore. We're done. And so I should move on. And I think I will. But in case you want to see my husband's very good photography job. By the way, I apologize for the flotsam noise in the background. My husband's home because it's raining and he can't do his job today because it is raining. And so he's playing Batman Arkham. I don't know what a Batman thing. I don't know. There's me. The pattern is written both with charted and written directions. And the resource of me, if you have questions. What else did I make this week? I finished my Walpole, which means I got it all knitted and I cut it open. But I'll talk more about that next week because right now it's on timeout because I'm not sure what to do with it. I'm not sure how to finish the edges. So I'm still thinking and ruminating, and I have so much to talk about. I don't think I can do it too. And do it any justice. So I'll talk about that next week. This is the other thing I was working on last week that is almost finished pretty much, mostly. These are my Sunday morning slippers by Laura Neal, who is hostess of the Math for Knitters podcast. Okay. It was some of your favorites in the podcast thread for the 1,000 members. Just saying. And they are made with blue acorn bulky weight rug wool for sturdiness. There's no colorway. They need to be felted a little bit more, but they have reached their terminal felting velocity or something. I cannot get them to get any smaller, and that's not Laura's fault. That is just the nature of this yarn. It's just not felting anymore. And I've tried to of course I felted it in the machine. I felted it with garden tools to try to add agitation. I have boiled them and then shocked them in ice water and then boiled them again and then shocked them in ice water. I've done everything I could think of. Maybe should have a Scotsman urinate on them and then dance on them, because that was a traditional method. I'm not making that up. But so they're just like a little bit too big. They need to shrink down like 8% more, and they'll be perfect. And I don't know why I picked this color. Oh my gosh, did you see that West Knits is teaming up with Jared Flood, and there's a new ebook. It's called like Westie's Besties. I must buy it. It's Stephen West's awesome face, plus Jared Flood's awesome face, plus Iceland. I know, right? It's $18 if you buy it before February something. I think it's like February 8th. And you should just check it out. There's not all the patterns are out yet. It's only 3 patterns yet. And I'm not like blown away by those 3 patterns, but I think there's going to be more magic to come. I'm so excited. So anyway, there's those. Slipper hands. Is that all my knitting finished objects? I think so, yeah. I have a spinning finished object. I finished my Gale's art. It's a mixed Corriedale, and it's a surprise, one-time only colorway of awesomenitude. Woolen sponge, short backward draw to slash supported long draw. Those things seem to be the same, except how much distance is between your hands, so slash. I got 330 yards, which was not... I'm pleased with it, but could I just get like a stinking 400 yards gain for the love of Pete? That's all I have to say about it. I totally dig it. I don't know if you remember the roving. There was like a little bit of orange. It was like that really unusual orange. I don't know how to explain it. Which I should have like a key of all things orange, because I love orange so much that I should be able to explain it like 58 different ways. Like the ice of the Inuits or whatever. But anyway, it was this beautiful orange. But it looks so cool in there. You don't see orange at all when you look at this. Right? Right? Don't even see it. Except when you look really close. But it just adds this like beautiful just texture, really. It doesn't look like orange at all, just texture. Pretty. I totally dig it. Yow. I was worried too, because I did that thing where I laced the bobbin. I was trying to spin finer. Well, I may have forgot that I was trying to do that on the second part. Because it was mostly not fine. Which might be why I only got 330 yards. Just because I couldn't remember long enough to do it. But anyway, I was afraid that because I was trying to spin it finer that I ended up putting more twists into it, because I was like overcompensating and like the fear of breaking the single and stuff. But and I was a little bit concerned. Took it off the bobbin that it was going to be like unhappy, but totally happy. When it came off the bobbin, or when it came off the skein winder, it did not look like this. It looked like this a little bit. Soaked it for 45 minutes. I was happy and relaxed. Spinning is magic. If you don't like to, I totally get it. But it's magic. Since we're talking about spinning, I'll talk about the next thing. Somebody whose face is the kindest face and the most generous face in the entire universe of faces. I guess her face. Tilly sent me like an awesome package of goodies this week. So I immediately tucked into them. One of the goodies, I can't believe she gave me this. She's so nice. One of the goodies is Superwash BFL by CJ Kopech. Rank. In the Dr. Jones colorway. That's right. That's right. How cool is that? I've never had that. It's amazing. So here it is. This is the 2 ounces. Well, it's actually more than 2. It's like 4.5 ounces, 4.6. So this is half of it. And then I have like about a half an ounce left to put onto this bobbin. And I am spinning it thicker because I love Superwash BFL spun. Like, put as little twist into it as you can, make it worse at the bulky, because it is so fluffy. I love it. So there it is. And it's also fun because it's a thicker single, is you actually get a lot of barber pulling in the single, which is awesome sauce. Okay, You can see it. You can't. I'm not focusing because it's just a hot mess, but you can see that. No, you can't see that because it's too far away. But you can see that there's actually barber pulling in the stripe. I mean, in the single, and in the single will barber pull the other single. It'll be like barber pulling to the fourth power. So yay for that. Other works in progress. I'm not even showing you that. The sock, minimal work. I've been doing other stuff. Second work in progress is a snuggle for the Yarnivore. Her snuggle knit along. I'm gonna try to do the trifecta. It means crocheting, which freaks me out. But I'm gonna try to do it. Mine is made with Lion Brand Hometown USA Tampa Spice. It's very red. I just liked how red it was. And it's very soft. And I have, I'm using 2 skeins. So I just knit like a grandmother's favorite dishcloth or whatever that is that you all know what it is. So I don't even need to say it, but you know. Okay. I just did that, but instead of doing yarn overs for the increases, I did backwards yarn overs. Because that's how I roll. And of course you don't want the big hole in there. I don't think the dogs care, but just in case. And then, yeah, so I just went until I used up 1 skein, and then I added on the second skein, and now I'm on the decreases. So it'll be, it's like a 24-inch one, I think. This is so pleasant. I was totally not, okay, I'll admit it. I was totally not looking forward to casting this on. I was just like, I was sitting there, and I liked how red it was, which was very exciting to me. But I was just not looking forward to it. It has been so pleasant. It has been so pleasant. I'm using Addy Turbos, I think, is what these are. I don't know, I've had them too long to know. And I didn't know when I bought them that it mattered if I remembered or not. Okay. And I usually don't mention what needles I'm using. Oh, these are size 13s. I usually don't mention what needles I'm knitting with, but I think these are just really nice with this yarn because they're super, they're so slickery. And it doesn't matter if they're pointy because it's just all super plain old stitches. And I'm not knitting it super tight. Like normally, I think the suggested needle size for this is a US 13. Yep, 9mm. But usually I go down 2 sizes, but so I went down 2 sizes, and it was just like kind of obnoxious to knit. I'm just going to do the rest of the podcast like this. It was kind of not obnoxious to knit the thing. It just was like hurting my hands, and I was just like, But then I switched to these needles. Magic. This show's all about magic. So yay! Serger update, no magic. Libby of the... Libby of the Gradacious Multi-Craftual podcast said that her recommendation for using my serger was lots of things, and then number 3, be magic. Okay, there's lots of magic here, Libby. No magic in the serger still. So yay for that. And next work in progress. Last work in progress. It's a new sweater. Okay, so I totally got done with that Walpole in size 2s. I was like, I'm never knitting another size sweater on US 2s ever. Ah! Which means this sweater's on US size 2s. Because I didn't have anything else reasonable in stash. The only thing I have sweaters worth of quantity in stash is like for summery sweaters, because Knit Picks had a crazy sale where they had their like Cotland on sale for like $1 a ball or something nutso. So yeah, this was the only option for sweaters. I really was like, I'm just gonna make an order for a piece of lace. I'm just gonna do it. No, settle down. You have this one in stash. Just do it, even though you do any US 2s. And actually, it's totally mine. I am knitting. This is a kit I got from Knit Picks. It's Kelly's ski sweater. I'm doing this brown one. There's also a black one with blue aqua teal. But hi. That teal is like avocado yo. So so ridiculous. Really? This woman is like a 30-inch bust. I don't even know if that's a real size, but it's just so tiny. But I am doing certain things a little bit different. Like this sleeve where it has this extra big motif that's similar to this chest motif. I'm not doing that. I'm just doing the little lace pattern all the way up, and then I'll do this pattern as the top over here. Because my fat arm does not need that on it. I mean, my fat boobs don't need that either, but whatever. Other modifications I will be making, I will be knitting mine, obviously in the round because that's how you do it, but I will be making a cardigan. That's what I wanted to say. And I think I'm going to make a zipper cardigan. And I think I'm going to add waist shaping because it's super easy with this little teeny doodle pattern in the body. No biggie. Okay, super easy because I've not done this before. This ain't my first circus. What is it? I think my first rodeo. That's right. Circus. Whatever. Oh, and I will not do this collar because I don't care for this collar. This is like the collar on my some other sweater I've made. It's the appley green. And I don't like it. It's okay, and it's fine for a cardigan, but I would rather not have it. I think what I'm going to do is just do a ribbed cardigan, a ribbed collar, and then let it fold over. Because that way it keeps your neck warm. I like that a lot. Yeah. So I just bought the kit, but the kit is enough yarn for up to a size 42-inch bust. I ain't making a sweater for my right thigh. So this is how much I have done. So I have just ordered extra yarn, is what I meant by that craziness. Oh, and this is not a, this is a formula pattern. So it's like an easy pattern, an Elizabeth Zimmerman pattern. Sorry. I got a sleeve. It's not done, but I mean, it's like getting close. Right? The gauge of the pattern is 7 stitches to the inch. I did not. That's like iron. I don't know. It's sport weight yarn. Oh, I guess I should explain. It's Knit Picks Wool, the Andy Spoit. Spoit? It's Spoit. This is Oyster Spoit. I did go to college in Massachusetts. This is Avocado, and the brown is Fedora. And I'm knitting it on size US 2s. Now, some of you might be like, why is she magic looping that thing? It's clearly bigger than 16 inches in circumference. I don't like... 16-inch needles and I have a love-hate relationship. Like, they're fine for hats and bigger gauges, but I do not like to use them in smaller gauges, especially, I don't know why, but especially with color work. Do not like it at all. I don't really enjoy magic looping. I would prefer it to just not have to stop and floofly it around, but it just, I don't like those, because the needle part of a 16-inch needle is shorter, and with like my big Midwestern paws, I'm just like, it's not good, and it hurts. It's not bad. So that's why I'm magic looping. Anyway, so there's corrugated ribbing, there's stuff, there's stoop, there's a little, helps if I show you the right side. There is a checkerboard at the underarm for your increases. Why am I making the sleeve first? Because it's impossible to get a good gauge swatch for Fair Isle. That's why. I did do a gauge swatch of sorts just to determine what needle size I wanted to use. The pattern I think says 6s, if I'm not mistaken. So mine, oh no, 4s, excuse me. So I tried 3s and it was just too loose, because I knit Fair Isle pretty loose too, to try to keep the floats happy, which the floats are super happy, but this is little bits, but still. Am I like motor mouthing? I haven't had any coffee yet. Can you believe that? What else? Oh, I was in the middle of something and I forgot. Oh, gauge swatch. So I did like a little fake gauge swatch. If you've never swatched for Fair Isle, the best thing to do is to make a sleeve or make a hat. But if you're a cheater, make cheater pants. And you just want to know roughly where to even start before you cast on. You can cast on, let's say, I don't know, 30 stitches or whatever. And, you know, get a little bit started. And then start doing your Fair Isle pattern. What you'll have to do is you're just going to knit flat your knee back and forth. But what you do is you strand over to the end. Then it's almost like you're making a very fake loose I-cord that's not. So you take those yarns, instead of turning your work, you just take those yarns, bring them to the other side, and then again. So your gauge swatch has bunches of loops on the back. That's okay. It doesn't hurt anything. And again, it's not going to be a completely accurate swatch. I think my swatching was 5.5 stitches, and my actual sleeve is more like 6. So it's not precise, but it's a starting point. And again, when you're doing a sleeve, first, that's an easy way to do it because it's very easy. The cast on for a sleeve for 2 different sizes is usually just a few stitches. And you can always do makeup in extra increases or something. Right? Does that make sense? I hope it does. I think that's all I have to say. I have many more weeks to talk about it. I don't know why I feel like I need to squeeze it all in right now. Yeah, that's the last thing. Okay, I have one thing that I bought. This is from the Spun Monkey. She has both an Etsy shop and a big cartel shop. I will do my very, very bestest to remember to link them both. And this is her colorway. She has like a series of Van Gogh colorways. This is crab on its back, and this is organic Polworth, 4 ounces. It's so fluffy. I'm so excited. And I'm so excited about the Spun Monkey. Let me start with my excitement. By the way, I bought this. This was not a gift or anything. First thing I was excited about. Her little mailer. Now, I'm not judging you if you're not using these. Please trust me. I won't be able to use them for a while when I send out bags and stuff. But I want to. It's my goal. Because they are a little bit more expensive. And it's like... Anyway, so she uses these mailers that are 100% biodegradable. Then the next thing I love about her is that she totally has chickens and stuff. She's like a Joanna Springs up in Vermont, in southern Vermont. And she's talking about that her dye studio is in like the like an unused portion of their studio space, like in a corner, and it's not heated, and she's in southern Vermont. So she's working on trying to figure out how to button that area up so that the hoses and everything don't freeze all the time, because that's what she does. Isn't that awesome? So anyway, that's about her. She's rad. I'll link the information. And I think that's all. Except for shameless self-promotion. If you got a bag, it's in the mail. If you want a bag, there's going to be a few more. They will be up on the website, www.thatsquirrel.com, on Tuesday. That's January 29th. At 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And that's all. I have many other things in the works. Let me just tell you, there's lots in the works. I'm very excited about them. But that'll have to wait for another day. Anyway, it's 11:11. I should totally stop the podcast right now. I love your faces, and I kiss them, and I'll see you next time. Bye. I was just kidding. That's really not the end. I forgot to do prizes. So yay for everybody who joined the 1,000-member prize thread. Yay! Yay for all your faces who joined into the group. Yay for these who didn't. That's still okay. I won't judge. It's okay. But yay for everybody. Let's do some prizes, yo. First prize. It's a big, super awesome prize from our friends in the north. That's right. Bling Your String from Canada has offered to send you and me a 3-month subscription to her Project Pouch of the Month Club. What? So let me know as soon as you get the information, and I'll let her know. And then there's something you have to fill out. It's just a questionnaire. It's a little bitty one, but it's so she can tailor your shipment to you. How awesome is that? So I did the random number generator off camera because I'm afraid of technology and flicking things around, and then suddenly I'll have my finger up my nose, and then you'd be like, oh my gosh, we got her. And I'm like, oh, because I'll have forgotten the camera's on. So we had 300 and... Did I write it down? Oh, I didn't write it down. There were 300 entries. So I did the random number generator from 2 to 300. And here are the winners. First prize, Bling Your String Project Pouch of the Month Club, goes to number 39. Is that you? It is if you're Ting Ting of Ann Arbor, Michigan. She's a biostatistics graduate school student in Ann Arbor, Michigan. She so needs a project bag. Yay! The next prizes are 5 patterns. Slippery, the hat that I was wearing last time, which I love, by the way. And the lady at the post office loves it too. 5 of those donated by the designer, Sarah Dupuy. Yay. And those go to in no particular order, except that is the order that the random number generated me, but it's no particular order because it's random. Number 51! Thank you. It is if it's CJK, Connie from Indiana. Hello, Hoosier, what's up? Next one, number 291, Epic 1313. Shut your face, you won. Galen. The next winner is number 334, Tippy Toe Monkey Rachel. The next winner is number 274, I'd rather knit it. No, I'd rather knit. Sorry, Angelique. And the last winner is number 33. Am I? Yes, I am. Susie. Yay, everybody. By the way, if it's the future, that's a confusing concept every time I say it. But if it's the future and the prize is already over, you should still totally go to the prize because it's a fabulous wiki of podcast information, knitting and non. So check it out. If you are one of those lucky winners, please PM me. Just let me know that you heard that you won with your ear. And then I can contact those people and they will get you some prizes. If you don't contact me by next week sometime, I will tell them anyway. Because I don't want to mess up their things. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? So yay for you for coming back for my, I forgot to do a whole giant thing. And I really will see you next time, this time.